First, let's start with your name and current occupation.
Yeah, I'm Mick Foley, and I'm an entertainer, best known as a former WWE wrestler, and but as proud of being a RAINN volunteer.
All right, so talk about some of your work with RAINN.
Yeah, I was like an advocate and a donor. I got to RAINN through a meeting with Tori Amos, who co-founded the group, I think in 1994. And I saw that there was really a need for men to become involved. I always thought of sexual assault, rape, sexual violence as a problem for survivors and women, and I think a lot of people do that. They realize that there's a need there, but don't think that they can play a role. And when I saw the lack of male volunteers, I really felt like I could be a much better advocate for the subject if I had some experience. And so I did the 40 hours of training, and began as a weekly volunteer, and felt like I was doing a lot of good in a way that I couldn't be hands-on with other great organizations, but organizations that already had almost like an all-star team of advocates. Well, the requirements, 2 hours a week, and but sometimes my wife would go to bed at 11, and she'd come out at 6 or 7 in the morning, and I'd still be on there. At that time, there was really a shortage of volunteers, especially at night. Some of those stories, they really catch up with you, and I felt like people in RAINN were concerned I was taking on too much. And I said, no, I'm fine. I can decompress. And it was like somebody just gave me a hook to the liver, and I went down to my knees. Like it was like just all at once. It became too much, and so I'm not a survivor. Like I could never put myself in the shoes of a survivor. But I can only imagine, as drained as I was, and as much as the volunteer work took out of me emotionally, I can only imagine what survivors go through.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a really fantastic point.
I see hope out there, and I think people are understanding that there's help, and maybe in a generation there won't be such a stigma surrounding sexual assault and rape, but we're not there yet. So many survivors felt that it was somehow their fault in a way that no other victims of other crimes would not. There's a stigma about blaming the victim, and also I can wear this band, and when people ask me, I say my son's on the autism spectrum. They think that's nice, creating awareness. Nobody's wearing a band saying their child is a survivor of sexual violence. So you're not going to get big golf tournaments. You're not going to get corporate dollars because people they're so afraid of the issue. So I think it's up to people to share their story. I really commend all the survivors who do talk about it. Most people choose not to, choose not even to look for help, and they suffer in silence. So my hope is that we can kind of shine a light on those issues that kind of hide in the darkness like this.
That's our hope too. Like you said, hopefully in the next generation it won't be as stigmatized as it is today. Not there yet.
We're not there yet. I think we're making we're making gains.
Yeah, and with an organization like RAINN.
Yeah.
I mean.
And some really brave people have come forward and talked about their stories. And I used to say to people that statistically everybody knows somebody who's a survivor, whether they realize it or not, because most people do suffer in silence.
This is Christina Ricci with RAINN. Every 2 minutes, another American is sexually assaulted. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, you are not alone. Think about your mother, your sister, your girlfriend. 1 in 6 women is a victim of sexual assault. Now think about your father, your brother, your best friend. Men are victims too. Rape can happen to anyone. Help is just a call or click away through the National Sexual Assault Hotline. Please call 1-800-656-HOPE, that's HOPE, or visit RAINN.org, that's RAINN.org.